conduct.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Wait.
Everybody just calm down.
I want to talk about Switch 2. I waited a long time for Switch 2 to be revealed, and Nintendo revealed a lot. It's insane. I'm super excited about Switch 2 because it delivers, at least for me so far. I'm amazed by the games, by the graphics, by the gameplay, by the handheld, by the dock, anything and everything about this Switch 2 is crazy to me. I didn't expect Nintendo to bring such a console, much more powerful than Switch 1. And Nvidia has a blog about this, and they mentioned that Switch 2 is 10 times more graphical performance of Switch 1. And they mentioned tensor cores and AI upscaling. They mentioned ray tracing, dedicated RT cores, and it's insane to me. And all these things with the modern architecture of Switch 2 will most likely result in Nintendo Switch 2 getting most current gen third-party ports, and the first party of course always delivers. When I see the footage, I'm blown away. Donkey Kong Bonanza, of course, that's one of the games that I want to talk about immediately. Donkey Kong Bonanza, the graphics are amazing. The gameplay, it's amazing. It's really fun. You can destroy everything in that game, it seems. So that to me is like a next gen Donkey Kong, and I can't wait to play it. And there are a lot of games for Switch 2 that I can't wait to play. I've seen some first party games, I've seen some third party games, I've seen some games that are announced but we haven't seen yet, some games that are targeted for Switch 2, like Spine, that I've seen footage of, not necessarily Switch 2 footage, but PC footage, PC gameplay, that I'm blown away by it. Spine is one of those games. I'll edit out everything, give you the footage and check it out, but it's amazing. It's like a cyberpunk sci-fi world and close corridor environment, shooting, and seems to have like a Matrix type of story. It's amazing. Check out Spine. And Nintendo showed so many games. They showed Cyberpunk 2077 with the Phantom Liberty DLC. That DLC, by the way, doesn't even run on PS4 and Xbox One. CD Projekt Red has mentioned this on their own blog post. So they didn't want to take all the effort to bring something to Xbox One and PS4 that can't even run properly. So they have given that as a reason. They have mentioned this. They have made no secret about this. And when you see Cyberpunk 2077 running on Switch 2 hardware with the Phantom Liberty DLC, it's insane. And if you want a technical analysis of all this in-depth videos, check out Super Metal Dave's video and his channel, of course. He has a lot of great content on tech details, tech analysis of Switch 2 so far. He's doing a great job. I will link his channel. But let me say, I'm blown away by the games, third-party games, first-party games. Nintendo showed footage of some third-party games like Split Fiction. That game is from the studio of It Takes Two. The graphics are on par with Xbox Series S. I don't see any difference, to be honest. Maybe Xbox Series S is slightly better looking than this. I don't know. Maybe it performs better, but to me, I don't see much difference. Street Fighter 6, it's insane. That game looks better than Series S. Xbox freaking Series S. That's not a handheld. That's a console. So Switch with a handheld form factor has games that look better than Xbox Series S. But to be honest, to be fair, it's 5-year-old console. It's a bit older, it's a few years older than Switch 2. But Switch 2 as a handheld hybrid console, it's amazing. It can run these games at close to Xbox Series S performance, and some games look better even. So I'm amazed. I'm amazed by these games. You have Star Wars Outlaws, looks insane in handheld and docked. We have seen some footage, not that much, but I've seen some footage today. It seems in handheld mode. It looks amazing. At the Nintendo Direct, Nintendo showed a short clip from that game. It seemed in docked mode. It looks amazing. We have Hitman, World of Assassination. That game is interesting. It seems to use some kind of ray tracing, but it hasn't been confirmed yet. It may be screen space reflection, something of that nature, but it seems this game is just crazy. It seems that Nintendo Switch 2 will get a lot of third-party support, and we've seen Yakuza 0. That game seems to be running at 4K 60 frames per second. It's insane. And of course, Nvidia has already told us that they use Tensor cores and DLSS AI upscaling in Switch 2, and Switch 2 has RT and dedicated ray tracing cores. So it has VRR support, it has HDR both on the handheld, and supports 4K HDR screens. 4K, or I don't know whether HDR is available on lower end TVs like 720p and 1080p. I don't know, but could be. Of course, HDR is not related to the resolution, but it's mostly in 4K TVs, and it looks amazing both in handheld. I've seen some footage, and on screen. It's insane. And the Switch screen supports up to 120 frames per second. It's insane. And the dock mode supports 120 frames per second as well, but at lower resolution. Although we have seen we have seen Metroid Prime 4 Beyond in 1080p 120 frames per second in some of the footage at Nintendo Treehouse. So it's insane. It's insane. To be honest, I'm blown away by all this, and some of it might be a bit wrong. I may make some mistakes here and there, but as far as I know, based on the known info, public info, and some rumored info, the Switch 2 has 12 gigabytes of RAM. It's slightly slower than PlayStation 4, but it's more RAM and it's more efficient, and it has a unified memory architecture. And Nintendo Switch 2 has Ampere architecture. The GPU is a lot faster. The GPU is a lot more modern. Of course, Nvidia mentioned DLSS, AI upscaling, Tensor cores, and RT. But before we get to the technical, let me say, I'm mostly interested and mostly hyped about the games. We've seen Final Fantasy VII Remake integrate. That's also the PS5 port, the DLC. Phantom Liberty. That's also the current gen port that doesn't run on PS4 and Xbox One. So I'm extremely excited about Switch 2. We've seen Mario Kart World. I totally forgot about Mario Kart World. That's insane. That's the most exciting game because it's open world Mario Kart, and it has wave race, it has F-Zero type gameplay, it has wave race with jet skis and gameplay. It's like 3 games in one. Mario Kart, open world, wave race, and F-Zero. It has 24 player online, tons of modes. It has offline modes with, as far as I know, local wireless with 8 player, and in split screen 16 even. So it's crazy. Nintendo showed the FromSoft exclusive, the Dusk Bloods. That game looks insane. I can't wait to play that game. Nintendo announced that select games will receive free performance updates. I have several of those games, so I'm looking forward to the free updates. But if you want to upgrade the games to next gen, you have upgrade packs for Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Kirby, and the Forgotten Land, for example, and Switch 2 version of Metroid Prime Beyond. And those games look insane to me, guys. I'm just speechless. I can't talk. I'm so hyped. It's insane. I've never been this excited about a console before. I've pre-ordered Switch 2 3 days before it was even available in the Netherlands. So I can't wait, man. All these things, like I said, Spine, Star Wars Outlaws, Metroid Prime 4, Split Fiction, Cyberpunk, Yakuza, Street Fighter 6, Hitman, Donkey Kong, Kirby Air Riders, that's also insane. Kirby Air Riders, that's coming back. The GameCube game from 2001, as far as I can remember. And Open World Pokemon, the game that is coming to Switch 1. It's also coming to Switch 2, Pokemon Legends Z/A. So, it's insane! I'm so excited. I kid you not. I have never been so excited, and I've seen all the console launches. I bought many consoles at launch, some of them after a while, some of them on launch day. Most Nintendo consoles on launch day. I had the Game Boy Advance, I had the Game Boy original, I had the Super Nintendo borrowed, after a while bought, 64 bought it on launch day, GameCube bought it on launch day, Wii bought it on launch day, Wii U bought it on launch day, and so on. Switch bought it on launch day, Xbox 360 day one, but this is the most exciting console for me so far. I'm excited because it's so broad. You can do so many things with this console, and I travel a lot. I work also a lot. I work 5 days a week, and on Thursday I go to work with a bus, and I'm playing on my Switch, and I can't wait to play Switch 2, Mario Kart World, and all these amazing games in a bus, and of course on the couch, 4K dog, and things of that nature. So all the Switch 1 games, most of the games are backwards compatible, and you have 12,000 plus games, and some of them might not run well, some of them might not run at all. They might have minor issues, major issues. Nintendo has a list of all the games with minor issues, some issues, or major issues, and they will be addressed. They have a update site for it, so check that out before you rush to buy some of the games. But it's interesting to look at some of the games on Switch 1 with uncapped performance, and this is a tip, by the way, from Dr. Trey81. He mentioned Batman Trilogy. That game has uncapped frame rate, so I will pick that game up, of course, to see how it performs on Switch 2. It might be 60 frames per second, so that's insane. So that's a tip. Check out his channel as well. Check out Super Metal Dave's channel, amazing channels, Dr. Trey81 as well. A lot of technical analysis, a lot of cool stuff, fun stuff, speculation. I love those two channels a lot. I'm subscribed, so subscribe to their channel, and if you like my channel, subscribe to my channel as well. Hit the like button, guys and girls, and let me know what you think about all this. It was a lot, and I forgot the pricing, or maybe I mentioned it at the beginning of the video. There's some debate about the price. To be honest, it's mostly political. The tariffs and things of that nature are affecting it, and Nintendo has calculated all this in the price, although the PR is fake and they even deny it. It's a lie. it's calculated in all this, and you had the whole political stuff in public and behind the scenes, and they said maybe it will affect our price, but that was for even higher prices. But it seems so far at this point the Switch 2 prices will remain the same, and it will be available for United States and Canada as well on the 24th, I think, 24th of April. And yeah, man, it's exciting. Everyone can buy the console, pre-order Switch 2. In Europe, I've pre-ordered 3 days before it was even available. So I'm super excited about all this. And one last thing, Phil Spencer is excited about Switch 2. So most likely we will see Xbox games on Switch 2. Halo, Gears, Forza. Also smaller titles like Hi-Fi Rush. And who knows, maybe South of Midnight. I played that game. Amazing art style, cool story, interesting story. Not so much a great combat, but it can get somewhat repetitive. But it was a great game overall. Good game, at least. Good game. At least a 7 or 8 out of 10. So I liked it a lot. Maybe you won't like it. Maybe you do. Check that game. Check out that game as well. So guys, I've talked a lot, and I've talked a lot, but not enough. But I forgot GameCube is coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Soul Calibur, F-Zero X, Wind Waker HD, but F-Zero GX, not X, F-Zero GX. That's one of my all-time favorite games. It's coming to Nintendo Switch 2 Online, and I can't wait. And some of the features of Switch 2, I forgot to mention that as well. The HD Rumble 2 is cool. It's slightly better than Switch 1, it seems. The mice features, you can use the Joy-Con 2 as mouse for strategy games and for shooters, and both Joy-Con controllers have these features, so you can use two mice, and you can play strategy games, shooter games, party games. Also, Nintendo Switch has a iToy type of camera. It's 1080p as far as I know. There's a cheaper version, but don't buy that one because it's 480p. It's that's a ripoff, and it's worse, a lot worse than the 1080p. So don't get that one, even though it's cheaper. But so much stuff. So much stuff. Let me know what you guys think about all this. I'm super excited, and I'm excited as well to make more content because of all this. I've probably forgot a lot. Remind me in the comments. Let me know what you think about all this. Will you get the Switch 2? And what do you think about the price? Even though I haven't talked about the price so much, about the game prices. I think $80, to be honest. If that becomes a standard, Nintendo wants to make that a standard, we have to deny this stuff. We have to force Nintendo to lower the price. I can't accept anything like that. But for Mario Kart, it's a tough one because it has a lot of content, guys and girls. A lot of content, a lot of modes, open world, insane amount of content, and they could have released it for $60 or $70 and asked a DLC, and you would have the same situation. So now they're packaging everything in one open world game, and it has a lot of modes. So with that one, I have a mixed feeling. So, but of course, if Nintendo wants to increase the price overall, which I don't think at this point they will after all the backlash, but if they do, I think that will be a problem. I won't accept that. I will wait for discounts and deals and find a way to buy all games cheaper. So let me know what you think about all this. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I see you in the next video. Bye.